Hello, it's Polish Paul VR. Welcome to the channel. As always, I'm hoping you all alright and sound, and as well as always, we're going to do some more PSVR news. Today we're gonna talk about Resident Evil Village, Walking Dead, Onslaught, Hitman 3 VR, and the Swordman. And the first game I would like to start to talk about is Resident Evil Village. So far, what we know about PlayStation VR support, sadly, it's not much. It's all leaks, it's all rumors. And of course, the VR support is rumored on PlayStation 5 when the game eventually releases. But I think very soon we shall find out for good, because Capcom announced their schedule, their lineup for Tokyo Game Show, which gonna start at the end of September. And on 27th of September they will be showcasing Resident Evil Village, and I'm assuming by then Sony will announce the release date and price for PlayStation 5, and I'm assuming by then the developers will be allowed to say if their games will support VR on PlayStation 5. So stay tuned to the channel. We know something, some big reveals coming during Tokyo Game Show. We're probably gonna see new gameplay and some new details about the game, and hopefully one of those details will be PlayStation VR support. What the leaks been saying so far is that the game actually runs on PlayStation 4 Pro. That's what the playtesters been playing it last year on. They didn't said that they tried to play it in VR, but they said the VR will be supported. But that it's all the leaks. That's what we know so far. You know, sometimes you have to take them with pinch of salt, grain of salt, whatever the saying is. But on 27th, we will know probably for sure from Capcom, the developer of the game, what's gonna happen with the Resident Evil Village and what's gonna happen with VR support on PlayStation 5. My best guess is it's a given. We probably gonna get it. I cannot see why the best game of the generation when it comes to VR, probably, or even not the best, maybe one of the best, but in many of your eyes probably the best. Why wouldn't have its continuation on the next gen platform with virtual reality support? So fingers crossed, finger just one, let's cross it. Let's hope it will happen. Stay tuned to the channel. As soon as I know more, I will be letting you know. Okay, now moving on to the next game. It's time to talk about the Walking Dead Onslaught. Once again, Sony is still doing their PlayStation VR Spotlight. And during this event on Tuesday, the developers said in blog post that the pre-orders for digital version going live. And sadly, they kind of like didn't happen, and then they slowly started appear in different countries, not for everyone, and also the deluxe edition, it was missing from the digital pre-order. Today, Survios announced, listen everyone, you all should get the pre-orders for standard edition and deluxe edition on the PSN store. It should go live today, so if it's not live just yet, it's gonna be live any moment soon. But I'm assuming by the time this video publishes, you'll be able to pre-order the game. And also what's cool, if you are a PS Plus subscriber, they doing day one discount, so basically you can buy it for 10% cheaper. The game costs $29.99 for standard edition and $39.99 for deluxe edition. Like I said before, $10 cheaper than Saints and Sinners, so I don't know if it's gonna be a bit smaller game, or maybe they just doing price cheaper because they feel like it. Who knows? I don't know. But nevertheless, I still expecting a great game. From what they shown, from what they said, it looks amazing and I cannot wait. Okay, and moving on to the next story, we're gonna talk about Hitman 3 VR once again. So like I said, PlayStation VR Spotlight continues, and today's announcement, the main game they wanted to talk about, is Hitman 3 VR. So what they showed us is those little GIFs, animation, whatever, call them what you want, just a little snippets of gameplay, what you can see in the background. And also they talk to us a bit about the gameplay itself, what makes the game so immersive. So actually I can see how it only works with DualShock, because you punch in and hold in everything with one hand. So it works pretty cool though. So they said everything, you know, it's been made for the immersion. So yeah, you can like tap those people like you saw on the trailer before and then whack them in the face, they will like turn out. They managed to swap some physics a bit, so you will not be smashing every object while you're walking around. Also, the detection zones when the enemies can see you are changed as well. And also, what I like is pretty cool. Blending, you can choose to not be automatic, so you actually can stand there and clean surfaces in the kitchen. Why not? So yeah, they said we're going for full-on immersion. I know some of you are bummed because you're saying you can't get full immersion without move controllers. For me, DualShock is alright. If you're still not happy about move controllers, let me remind you that they said it will launch with DualShock support, but in the future they not excluding move controller support as well, so it still might happen. So do not worry, but for day one owners it will be DualShock only, but also for day one owners it's gonna be awesome AAA game with amazing content, super awesome gameplay, and just everything gonna be super awesomely amazing in this game. I cannot wait. Such a big amount of content and such a cool game. But anyway, speaking about cool games, let's move on to the Swordman. So as you know, I said in past that it's gonna release on 10th, but it might get delayed. And also a couple of days ago I said the developer announced that it will release between 23rd and 27th, and now eventually finally they gave us solid release date, and this will happen on 25th of September, same day when Budget Code releases. It was a while since we have 2 games in 1 week. What's happened? I don't know, sometimes we could have like 4 or 5 releases and it was so dry. But also quality of the games this year was much higher as well, so that's pretty cool. And who knows, maybe that's gonna be the day when we're gonna get Minecraft VR support. Can you imagine? That would be like best day ever. But nevertheless, Swordman coming on 25th, and of course, like I said before, the delay was because they wanted to release on all the platforms, in all the stores, in all the regions at the same time. So they had few bits and bobs to work out. The game is ready to go. They just making, you know, final touches to the store pages and stuff, and then you'll be able to play it. Before you ask me about the pre-orders, there will be no pre-orders. Regarding the price, they saying something similar what those type of games goes for. So my best guess is between $20 to $29. And also, just let me remind you, like I said in past, the developer said that if this game is successful enough, they not ruling out bringing up some support after the release with some new DLC and some new stuff. Also, as of now, you can fight enemies, stab them and everything. It's all fun and brutal, but you kind of cannot chop them to bits just yet. But this is something what they might consider in the future. I know some of you are worried that this is coming from Sin Studio, which their last game was Warzone. But also, like I said before, I'm speaking to the beta testers of the game, and they keep reassuring me that yeah, it's pretty cool, it's pretty solid. So yeah, looks interesting. Plus, we need those type of games, those physical combat games. They really super awesome. This game gonna have arena mode, story mode, and also apart from that, there will be some boss fights. There will be nice like a menu area, whatever you call it, I forgot the name. But basically, you know, buying weapons, upgrading yourself and stuff like that. Everything is in this game, so yeah, looks very interesting. Of course, I will be reviewing it as soon as I get my hands and head inside this game. Okay, anyway, if you like what you're seeing, then please press a like, because it does helps the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. And that's it, bye.